And we are live.
Ah, hello.
Let's see if I can tell how many are here. Let me see.
Boy, my nose is shiny.
You have to powder your nose.
I know, I should have, huh?
I'm looking on the YouTube side. Okay, we just went live on the YouTube side.
Oh, am I going to echo? Are we going to echo?
I'm not getting an echo.
Okay.
I don't think.
Because I remember at first, last time, I had to mute my mic or something.
I don't even remember. So I think we have 3 people watching, and I am one of them. So
if I'm probably the other one.
It's probably you and me and my other channel.
Oh. Well,
but if anybody else is here, please say hello in the chat and let us know.
Yes, please do. I'd love to.
Somebody else came in. Hopefully we'll get some people in here.
Yeah.
Well, I just got a notification that I am live. So anybody that's subscribed should get that notification if they've hit the little bell. So we'll wait.
What I did, Doreen?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm doing tap, 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 the drum.
Oh, to make sure it's tight enough. Yeah.
Oh, my, frame is coming today.
Oh, you ordered one?
Yeah, a small one.
Okay, that's all right. You can move it around.
Then I got this for it.
The cover. Yeah. I need to do a video showing how to make those because I made my own.
Hi, Connie. I wish you would.
Connie is here from Canada.
Hello, Connie. Can I see in the chat? I have to join the chat, don't I? There we go.
You got it?
Hi, Connie.
If anybody else is here, click on that chat box and let us know that you're here. So Connie's here from Canada. Do you have snow, Connie? Are you in a cold area?
It was snowing like crazy here this morning.
You know, when I got up, I'm not an early morning person, and when I got up and took the dog out, it was kind of flurries.
Oh. Well, it was supposed to be mixed, and now I think it's just like drizzle.
Yeah, I actually just took him out like 20 minutes ago before the live stream, just to make sure that didn't have to happen in the middle of it. And the sun is shining and everything's melting. Because my parking spot on the road was like all slushy this morning, and now it's just wet.
Oh.
Connie has piles of snow and more to come. I think we're done for a few days.
So what are you working on right now, Doreen?
Okay, hold on, I'll show you. It's an Old Tattered Flag pattern. Yeah, bad glare.
Oh, I see now.
There we go.
Oh. Is that a poinsettia?
It's called Pennies and Petals.
Oh, okay. That's pretty.
It might show better if I take it out of the package. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. It's supposed to be pretty big, 16.5 by 10.5. But I reduced it, I think, to 75%. So
my eyes are very watery.
Mess with this full screen thing here. There we go. That's what I have.
That is beautiful. That's big. How big is your frame?
Let me measure it.
Is that the one you made?
This is the big one that I made.
Yeah, okay.
This is the one I made on the video.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to try to leave my needle in there and do this. The opening is 10.5. by you see 12, 13 and a half.
We're quiet today.
10 and a half by 13 and a half is the opening.
Okay.
So I can leave that needle still in there. You see that?
That's how tight your fabric is. That's good.
Thanks, Connie. It actually called for, do you see the blue in there?
Yes.
Wherever the blue is supposed to be kind of a yellowish gold. And then some of the red is supposed to be like orangey red. But I don't like orange and yellow that much, so I changed it to blue. I'm going to turn this light on. Hopefully it doesn't make it too bad.
Oh, my eyes are so dry, and then they water. And I have a little heater in here in my room, and it when it kicks on, it just makes my hair so dry.
I have to use eye drops in my eyes like all day long. Like every few hours, I have to put drops in because I get a tear in my cornea, and it keeps coming back. So I actually just had my checkup last week, and I have to put these drops in. And then at night, I have to put an ointment in my eye. It's a nighttime ointment.
It's not good. You don't want anything bad to happen there.
Well, it has already. And when I went last week for my checkup, the doctor said that it's the best he has seen it yet because I'm following the doctor's orders. But for a while, I had to set an alarm. Let me put this so you can see what I'm doing. For a while, I had to set an alarm for every 3 hours to put drops.
Oh, all that's going to do is show my blubber.
So what? Yeah, you know what? It looks. I'm like so slouchy looking, but I'm sitting.
No.
I'm sitting in my recliner, and I have one of those pillows behind my low back.
Oh yeah.
It's a memory foam pillow, so it makes me look like I'm like bent over, but I'm really not.
Well, I tried to move my computer down, and I said, "Oh, all that's going to do is show my blubber."
I didn't see it. So, did you see that? You saw the uncounted cross stitch. What did you think of that?
That was awesome. I love that. I love that look. You know,
I want to do some more.
More. What do they call it? Trying to think of the word they use. Not primitive. Organic.
Organic.
Yeah, it has an organic feel to it.
So do you see the black?
Hi, Mary Lou. Pardon?
See the black right here?
Yes.
That's going to be all of this filled in. Will be the black. So it should look. I'm thinking actually the pattern calls for this straight line along here. And I'm thinking about just using this green.
The scalloped line as the edge?
As the border.
Yeah.
Instead of having it a rectangle, like a straight line. I would do another row of the green to make it thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is actually, and it's doubled. So there's actually kind of 4 rows because it's doubled number 8 pearl cotton.
I'm getting so close to my computer because I'm trying to see it here.
Oh, wait, let me go back to that big screen.
Okay. Now I see. There we go.
Okay, so here is 1 row, one time through of a doubled number 8. But here is 2 times through with a doubled number 8. So you can see how this is thicker. And it makes it so that if your stitches were just a little bit too far apart and you have a space between them, it fills up when you go around again.
Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, I try to, on any of the outside edges, I try to go real close each punch, real close.
Yeah, see, that's not supposed to be the outside edge, though, the line.
Yeah.
But I always
think that would look beautiful.
The first 3 lines, I go really close together. Mm-hmm. So this here is, you can see how full that looks.
Right.
But in person, I can see spots through it. I can see the.
Yeah, I hold mine up to the light sometimes. And
yeah, and I did that. and I try to fill them in, and it's still. So I'm thinking, because I did it with a double number 8 with the medium tip, I'm thinking of using the small tip and put a single 8 and try to get into all the little crevices.
Right. Yeah, I've done that too. The only problem is once in a while you'll split a thread, but then you just trim it on the other side.
But you can see that's close together.
Oh wow, your punching is way more precise than mine.
I don't get. I mean, I can see like a little tiny spot of weaver's cloth in there, but it's not enough that it should really show through. And that's why I should have done it with this. Well, it looks like I did coffee stain it, but I didn't, because I didn't use the fabric that came with the pattern. Because I reduced the pattern.
Right.
So I used my own, but I think I need to make it even darker so that it doesn't show through. If you coffee stain your weaver's cloth ahead of time, it makes it not so bright colored, and then it won't show through as much. Hi, Mary Lou.
I think I said hi, Mary Lou.
You did. I just didn't. I actually can't see, like, unless I bend down like that. So let me put you back up here.
I used to spray mine with the walnut ink stain that I made. And I don't know. I've been leaving my pieces as is instead of grunting them up. I kind of like it a little bit better. Maybe it's just a phase I'm going through.
So you're spraying them after they're done?
I used to, yeah. So that the threads and everything, because then it gets that almost a variegated look to it when you spray it afterwards. It's almost like the threads are old. The threads that you used were old, you know. And
so I have my phone over here because I'm looking at the comments on my phone.
I'm tripping on my cords here down below. There we go.
So we have 8 people in here. Please say hi in the chat.
Hi, everybody.
So Robin, do you want to talk about your challenge?
Well, I just thought it would be fun. I remember back in the day, but we used to do a lot of different forums and, you know, places like that. And I have to say, I'm still self-conscious because of my bottom denture being broken.
We don't even know.
Oh, I'm very, very self-conscious about it. But you know what? I said, you know, heck with it, and came on last time, and I came on this time. It's like, hey, ladies, whatever. But anyway, I thought
bottom teeth show that much.
Pardon?
I don't think bottom teeth show that much.
Mine do. You know why? Because I have a big mouth, and when I laugh, So anyway, you know, we used to have so much fun doing challenges and swaps and whatnot. And, you know, Facebook and Instagram have replaced that community feel, I think. So I thought it would be really fun and I love to put my doodles out there. I was telling somebody one day, I said, I'm a terrible business person because I would much rather give my patterns away than to sell them. You know, of course, now I need to do it as a little bit of business on the side, but it's more fun for me just to see people stitch them up, and I'd like to share their work. So I decided to do this challenge, and I came up with this design first.
Is it the basket? I can show the basket.
Yeah.
It's here. Let me go to full screen a second.
Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah.
One.
Yeah, see, I narrowed the margins. I stated that too on Facebook. I said, you know, I have too much dead space in there. So, but that's the first one. And of course, anytime anybody does, I'm looking at the comments here. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Linda. Hello. But anytime anyone does one of my doodles, if I add a colored photo like this that I've done in my program, that's just for my fun. You know, it's not even a suggestion of colors that they need to, you know, to try to match or anything. Just, you know, you can do whatever color you like. Black and white if you want, gray, you know, bright orange. I don't think I printed this one off in the color, but here's the second one then. No, it's the wrong one. Hang on.
Hello, Linda, Teresa.
I have them in a folder, but of course they're not in any order.
Do you have it, the little chick, do you have it printed in color?
No, in fact, I could do that, but I'm trying to find the black and white. Where did it go?
All right, let me do something. I'm going to pull it up on Facebook and we can show the color picture.
Okay, yeah, here I found the black and white one.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, got to get in front of the camera and pull back a little bit. There we go.
No, hold on. I'm going to make you bigger.
Boy, this backwards thing, I can't get the hang of it. There we go. There.
Well, that's the line drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't print mine out, the colored one.
Okay, I'm going to show it on Facebook.
So when I did a poll as to what, there we go. Oh, yeah.
So that's the other one.
Yeah. And like I said, never any pressure to do in colors that I've done the little paint or the colored in pictures. But when I did the poll, it was either between everyday florals and samplers or a spring animal. So I thought, well, I'll do two. So I did the two. And I'm excited. I would love to see everybody's version, their take on it, how they perceive it, how they want it to look, you know. Thank you, Mary Lou.
I'm going to post your Facebook page so that they can go there and get the link.
Yeah. Well, I just posted on there so they can just copy and paste or
that's what I meant. Yeah, they can copy and paste. Now, you do not have to send a friend request to Robin.
No.
She probably doesn't want 20 or however many people watch the video because a lot of people will be watching it later. She doesn't want all those people you know, filling her inbox with friend requests. So you can go to her page and it's public and you can just right click it and save it to your computer.
You know what? I will do a not quite so shameless because I am a little, I'm funny about it, but I doing a little plug. I am 45 people away from 1,000 follows on my Instagram. So if anybody would like to go and follow me on Instagram, it's Robin Bird in the Hand Primitives. And that would be awesome because they open up a little more options for you to do different things with your page on Instagram, the more followers that you get. Look, hold still. There we go. Lost my thread.
Can you post a link to that? Because I'm not on Instagram, like very, very rarely. Only when my son is traveling the world because that's where he posts his pictures at. So
really?
That's the only time I'm on there.
Well, let's see. I don't know if I can or not. Let's see. I just typed something in the comments.
Side.
Oh, can I type in the comments?
Yeah. No, on the YouTube page you can. So you have to go over a different tab.
Okay.
You can't do it in the StreamYard live chat. You have to do it on the YouTube page. I can do it on the StreamYard, but people that are guests can't.
Okay, let's see here.
So they can just follow you on Facebook instead of friending?
Yeah, well, that's what it is. They just follow, and I can follow back.
I mean, on Facebook.
Pardon?
on Facebook, can they just follow you and not?
Oh, well, if they friend request me, that's okay. I mean, hey, the more the merrier.
Okay. So I don't do the friend requests anymore because I have found that sometimes it's a mistake and I never know until afterwards. So I just don't, I get friend requests and I just delete them, and I don't do it to be rude. I'm just,
right.
I pretty much, I stick with the groups now. And, you know, most of my posts are public. If people want to see them, I think that they can click follow. I'm just trying to be careful. You have to mute that YouTube page or we're going to echo. I try to control what comes into my news feed. And if I do a bunch of friend requests, then I have less control of that.
Right.
So rather than having to go back and unfollow people, I'm not adding anymore.
Let's see. Spaceman Dudley. Hi, Doreen. Good afternoon. Do you know
Hi,
that
Spaceman Dudley. Hi, Tina.
And Tina. Hi, Tina.
So Spaceman Dudley's here. So let me tell you what, you know, the thing that happened with the apartment?
Yes.
With the security deposit?
Right.
Well, I talked to somebody yesterday that is in a legal position with the landlord-tenant complaints thing here in Lancaster. And they said that he would have to give me my security deposit if I gave him 30 days notice. That it does not have to be on the first of the month unless it is specifically in writing in my lease saying that it has to include a full calendar month.
Wow.
And all my lease says is that I have to give 30 days. And he was saying that because I gave notice on the 11th and I was going to move on the 12th.
That would have been no, I'm sorry.
He said, we don't prorate. It has to be a whole month. And he said, the landlord had said that what I was trying to do would not be a month-to-month lease. It would be a day-to-day lease.
You know what his problem was? He figured he was going to lose out 2 months of rent from somebody because he most likely wouldn't be able to get it rented out till the following first of the month.
Well, but then he said that if I left at the end of the month, that they would take a month to do some work in the place because they just bought it, and then he would rent it the first to the following month. So he wasn't going to rent it right away anyway. But anyway, I just backed out. But
that's just too much money, though, for you to lose, you know.
Yeah, but I just backed out of it, and I'll just wait till the next apartment comes, and hopefully it gives the right thing that he wants. And if not, then we will possibly have to go to court over it.
Oh, you don't want that, though.
But I'm not going to stir up the pot right now. I'm just going to wait and see when does the next apartment come available. But,
you know, I have a question, Doreen, and maybe somebody else that's on here can answer it for me. I probably could just contact her, and maybe I will. But I was going through things this morning, and I happened to get, oh gosh, my mind. Whew. Wall Street Journal. I had a free pattern in one years ago. Now, I'm wondering if I can offer that pattern now. Like sometimes when you put something into a publication, you have so much time where I don't want to say it's their property, but you know what I'm saying?
At Punchneedle Primitive Stitcher magazine, I've heard Teresa Kogut say that when she puts a pattern in there, she can't sell it for a year.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, it's been way over that.
But you should probably contact the person that owns the magazine. But they don't print that anymore.
No, they don't. Well, I only have a couple of them. The one is the one that my pattern was in.
I think they stopped it. So why don't you tell people, in case they're not familiar with you, tell them about like what your business is.
Oh my. Well, my business name is Hand Primtives. In fact, I was going down memory lane, and I used to be Me, Myself, and I designs way back when I did just mainly dolls and some stitcheries and whatnot. But I have been, how long have I been doing this? For a while. But then I got out of it. I was just entertaining some other art forms, going into mixed media and everything, and I enjoyed it. But my roots, my love was in primitives and primitive folk art. So I got back in. Well, I design patterns and I do doodle booklets, and I do have a few currently, and I'm working on another one. I have some complete patterns where I have the instructions, the diagram, supply list, everything you need, really detailed instructions to complete a punch needle design. I'm on Etsy, and it's Bird in the Hand Prims. And I still don't have all of my older ones on there because I had an Etsy and I closed it down for a while, and I just opened it up, and most of them that I had on there were like expired and sold out listings, but they were older patterns also. So I've listed a few of my newer ones that I've come out with in the last year or two. And hi, Spaceman Dudley. Boy, I'll tell you, ADHD, this is terrible for me, Doreen, because I see a comment and I'm like, squirrel.
It's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, if you just scroll through my Facebook or whatever, see some of the ideas I come up with. If you like my designs, go to my Etsy, support, us small business people, and buy a few of them if you want. Or I do have lots of freebies that I post. I have a blog. It's birdinthehandprimitives.robin. No, wait, how does it go? Because I had to change it. I had lost my original one. Blogger messed up. It's birdinthehandprimitives/robin.blogspot.com. And I if you go back in my archives and my, way back many years, I almost every month I would come up with a freebie doodle for, the months, the season.
And you can go on the blog, and there's a search function on her blog, and you can just type in the word freebie or doodle, and it'll come up with all the posts that have that word in it.
Yeah, there's plenty, because I've gone back and searched, and I thought, wow, I did do a lot of free ones. But that's my thing. I enjoy that. I enjoy just, I know when I started out doing this, I was mother, 6 children. I did have a couple grandchildren, but I was still homeschooling my youngest daughter, and things were tight. I wasn't working at the time. I am a nurse, but then since I've gone on disability, I have we don't want to get into that. I mean, just with my knees and hips and everything, but so I didn't have money to buy a lot of these patterns that were for sale everywhere. And that's part of the reason why I started drawing my own. But man, every time I heard or I searched and there was a free pattern, I was on it. Like, I was right there. So that's why I like offering, because I know I've been in that position, perusing the interwebs, trying to find something that would just spark that little bit of glee, and give me something to have fun with, to try, recreating on my own. So I hope that brings a little bit of joy to some people. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that don't even like my designs, but that's okay. Like I said, you can't please all the people all the time, You
have to do what it's until when you're creating, you do what you want to do. And
yeah.
Some of the ones that I do for the shop, that I do the samples, they're totally not my taste, and I would never pick those patterns. But other people will. So
right.
They see it and they fall in love with it, and then they go and buy it.
Right.
So, do you have any of your watercolors that you can show?
Oh yeah, I've got quite a few of those.
I mean, you can go ahead and show them. So Linda is asking, were you ever on Primmart?
Yes, I was. That's where I first started falling in love with the primitives and primitive country decor and whatnot. Yeah. Where was that question? I missed it. Yes, Linda. Oh my gosh. Shelly. I never wear lipstick, but you know, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be on YouTube. I have to put lipstick on. Oh, it gums up and cakes up, and I can't stand it.
You know what? I think a lot of us, like, unless you have this really great computer with the big screen, I think a lot of us like we can't tell the difference. You know?
Good. Next time, I'm just gonna roll out of bed and pop on.
Some people do that, and then we all sit there and say, "Look at her hair! Oh my gosh!"
Yeah. Now come on here in my pajamas all dolled up, and everybody says, "Do you wake up like that?" No.
You want to go ahead and show your watercolors?
Yeah, I'm looking for those. I have them all in a file here. Oh, I did want to show these.
Oh, Linda said that she was on Primmart as Just Piddlin'.
Oh, I remember. I remembered that name.
And Mary Lou asked if you could post a link to your blog.
Okay, I forgot I was on my phone over here. I was going to do that. I'm slow.
I used to have a blog, and it's still out there.
You do?
It's still out there. I just don't update it. I was thinking about it this morning. Let me see what happens if I type it in. Let me see. It was priviesandprims.blogspot.com. So now let me see what happens.
There we go. Okay, did that come up? It might take a little while. I posted it in the chat. All right, this is, oh, there, okay. Oh, that's Artsy Nest Studio. Why did that come up? Okay, that's my name on YouTube because I had opened up at the other blog and Google name when I was doing mixed media, you know, acrylic painting, watercolors. So, yeah, there. It's the Hand Primitives, Robin. Blah, yeah. Yep, that's it. But anyway, part of my watercolor and just playing around with mixed media, I had done these sets of little tiny paintings on just what they call canvas board. And I was thinking, I think I'm going to put them for sale on my Etsy. But I always thought that these, okay, wait. I got to get them just there. I always thought these would be cute in a little boy's nursery. It's the little dog in the boat, the sailor dog, and then a little bunny.
Let me put you up big screen. Hold on. I'm looking at my old blog, and it's only coming up with one post, and it's not showing the whole thing. So I'm trying to see it. There you go.
There we go. Aren't they cute? What it is I had covered the canvas board in like vintage paper. And in this one over here, wait, no, wrong one. This one. Wait, one with the bunny. That one, that's it. One with the bunny. It was on a dictionary page, and it just so happened to say seaworthy. So I left that blank. I didn't cover it with the white paint for the background, and it says seaworthy on there. I thought that was really cute. But these are, Teresa said, you should sell those on Primitive Handmaids Mercantile. I said, well, it's not quite the style, you know. But, and then I have these three. Those would be for a little boy's nursery.
Yeah, I don't know that they would. That's not what I would expect to see on that website.
Oh,
as cute as they are, they're adorable. But like for the Primitive Mercantile, I don't think that's what people looking for primitives would want to see necessarily. But
Teresa has always been one of my biggest cheerleaders, you know. So I was like, oh, sell them. But see, I cannot get this backwards thing straight.
I know. Everybody has trouble with that.
Yeah, it's really confusing. But anyways, so I think I'm going to put these on my Etsy, though. So these three.
Yeah, you should do that. Do you have more to show, or do you want me to put you back down?
No, I have my watercolors now that I've done.
Go ahead and show
this
them.
Is the rug or the little mat that I punched.
Yeah,
I watercolored the design first. This is in one of my spring doodle booklets. This particular design. It's called Spring Fancies. Yeah.
And your doodle booklets are available in your Etsy shop.
Yes. I should put the link to that too, but
yeah, you should.
And these are the Valentine's Day ones that I had done, and these are also now a pattern or in doodle booklet with the 3 designs. That, and there's this, and this one. And this one, I believe. Oh, both of these. Chris Miller of Spruce Ridge Studios is now representing my art and adapting some of it. She's chosen about 12 of my designs right now for rug hooking patterns. She adapts it and she draws the design on the foundation, the linen, and then you buy the pattern and the linen from her.
Has anybody done one yet?
I don't know. I know of somebody that purchased them, but I don't know if they've actually done them yet. Here's my recent ones that I did. That was a freebie doodle that was supposed to be in the newsletter for Primitive Handmaids Mercantile. And Teresa, her husband had surgery on his leg. He fell on the icy driveway and broke his leg. So it didn't get in. So I said, don't worry about it, Teresa. I said, just do next month.
Actually, it did. What she sent it out. She sent the newsletter, but it didn't have that. It had something else. And it was like she didn't send all the files that she meant to send.
Yeah.
So I emailed her back and she sent me the right files. But I guess maybe she's just going to do it next month and add them in.
Yeah. I think, because I said, just don't worry. Just put it in next month. No biggie.
I thought maybe she would have sent like a correction out to everybody that got the newsletter. But I guess maybe she didn't.
Well, I do know.
Mary Lou said she could see them as a card front.
Thank you. I've wanted to see about, I don't know how to go about doing that stuff. I'd love to see my design someday on like little note cards or, I don't know. It's for now. I just enjoy what I do. These are, whoops, got to go the other way. These are these two, and then this is a doodle in a new spring booklet that's on Etsy also.
I like all the soft colors.
And this one is the Christmas one of the Christmas ones. Maybe I should come back. Here we go.
You did the snowman, right? You punched it?
This one, the snowman, let it snow, the snowman in the
Do you have it right there, or did you sell it?
No, I kept it for myself.
Okay.
I kept him. But he's one of the designs also that Chris has adapted for the rug hooking.
Now, on the Primitive Handmaids Mercantile, did you sell everything?
Yes, I did. I was so happy. But, when I do that, I think, I really hope to sell all my items. But here's the way I look at it. A little bit of humility never killed anybody now, did it? So if I don't, suck it up, Buttercup, So, but I'm always thankful and grateful when I do. Very happy.
Sometimes I go on just to look because I make my own stuff and I don't really want more stuff. So, especially when you're moving.
I know my money is usually spent on like art supplies, or, you know, like now I'm trying to build my stash up of my threads, and like I just bought that frame because I all I have is a hoop, and oh, I don't like that.
You're gonna love the frame.
Yeah.
So I get my Valdani, I get at Snowflake Memories. And if you have a tax ID number, you can get it wholesale.
Yes, and you know what though? Teresa reminded me. Just to add a little plug for Teresa. Teresa of Teresa's Primitive Treasures. She is the head of the Primitive Handmaids Mercantile. Her and we've been good friends for quite a while. But she reminded me, I signed up for the designer program through Valdani. And so I should be able to create a collection of the colors that I like, and then I can get a discount and whatnot for some of my thread.
I didn't know they had that. So let me
show you. I did that years ago.
What I'm doing.
That is so pretty, Doreen.
For those that came in late, this black is going to be all here, and that's Valdani P11, in case anybody wondered. And I'll take this cover out again. This is the pattern. It is available in my Etsy shop, priviesandprims.etsy.com. It's by the Old Tattered Flag, and it's called Pennies and Petals. And it comes printed on the fabric. It comes already printed on the fabric for you. But I didn't use that because I reduced it. I wanted it to fit in my frame. I didn't want to have to move it on the teeth of the frame, so I did it to fit my frame. So,
you know what you need to do, Doreen, is a tutorial or a video, unless you already have one. Remember last time you said, I have a video for that, and I haven't watched them all. But if you don't feel like tracing your design, if you mirror the image, you can iron your weaver's cloth onto freezer paper and run it through your printer, and saves you the tracing. I've done that. I have
no idea what you just did. I don't know what say that again, because I'm going to do a video on it because I don't know it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you did know or had a video that I had never seen, because I haven't watched. You have a plethora of videos.
No, I use my light box. So on that note of the videos, everybody please look up and give a thumbs up on the video if you like it.
Oh, wait, where's my camera? There we are. Yay.
So if you give a thumbs up on this video, it helps my channel.
Yes, it does.
And when you watch my videos, a lot of times, like I posted the uncounted cross stitch the other day on Facebook. So people watch it and then they come back to Facebook and they comment on there. And it's actually better for my channel if you comment on the YouTube page under the video.
Right.
Because it shows interaction to YouTube, that people are
right, that they're watching the videos.
They're actually watching it. Right. So giving the thumbs up and leaving a comment on the YouTube page helps my channel the most. And then if you have an extra computer that you're not watching anything on, you can go to my channel and click on playlist. And there's different playlists. These are if you want to watch it or if you just want to help the channel. But you have to get 4,000 watch hours in order to like be monetized on YouTube.
Wow.
And I only have just over, I think I just passed 1,000.
Really? So, oh, come on, guys. We have to promote this here.
So there's playlists on there, and there's like one is punch needle how to, one is wool applique, one is just random stuff. And that's like groupings of different kinds of videos that you can watch. And it'll just play one after another. And then there's also a playlist that says play them all. So if you're sitting there stitching or punching or whatever you're doing, if you put that on, you don't have to touch anything once you start the playlist. It'll just play one video after another, and you'll see them all. And then It does help if you look up and like hit the thumbs up once in a while or leave a comment. But if you don't want to comment, at least let's hit the thumbs up and play all those videos because it really helps my channel. And I'm really close to being at 1,000. So I'm going to have a giveaway. I think it was either 148 or 152 from 1,000 for subscribers. So once I get to 1,000, I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to give away an Ultra Punch, and I'll be giving away some weaver's cloth and probably a pattern. So that's something to look forward to. So share it out and tell other people. It's free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And when you do subscribe, it helps if you watch a video all the way through. So if you're busy at the moment, you can just put one on and then go fix dinner or go pick up.
And hit the little bell too to be notified.
Yeah, because then you'll get a new video when a new video comes on or when I go live. So you can, if you get busy, you can just let it play in the background while you're doing other stuff. And
I had one of my friends from Primmart, Carrie. I don't know if I should say her full name on here or not, but anyway, she said, I want to learn how to punch needle. I said, go to Doreen's channel, Privies and Prims. She's got videos, how-tos. I said, tell her I sent you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, because a lot of people, they go over to Facebook and then they comment over there.
Yeah.
And like somebody asked me a question like, well, on the uncounted cross stitch, well, how did you do the coffee stain? And when you use the water soluble marker, did you run it underwater to take it off? And I don't mind answering the questions because I want them to ask.
Right.
But if you have questions, it's better for the channel if you ask them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I check the comments several times a day, and I always answer. Even if I just say thanks, I always send a reply and thank you for commenting. No, I don't always thank you for commenting, but I always send a reply. So I don't ignore it. I always hit the thumbs up to like your comment, and then I reply back. So what were we talking about before that? Anyway, before I did my little commercial.
I don't know. I can't remember now. See, I have some timers. I remember sometimes.
I have part-timers.
What a pair.
So everybody that's watching, it says we have 11 watching. Please make sure you say hello in the comments.
Yeah.
Know you're here. We won't bite you.
That's my family, Doreen. Forget that.
The what? What's your family?
I said, that's just my family. I'm crazy. I like it like that.
Oh, I have one question to people that are watching. If we do, well, I shouldn't say if we do, when we go live again, hopefully Robin wants to do it again.
I like this. It's fun.
When we go live again, is it better for us to go on in the evening or in the afternoon?
Yes.
It won't be morning because I'm not a morning person.
Me
so
neither.
It's either going to be evening or afternoon. We are in Eastern time zone. So if we said that we were going to go on, let's say 7 o'clock at night, for people out on the West Coast, that's 4 o'clock for them. And they're just like getting supper ready and getting home from dinner. So it's really hard to try to decide it. And then if we say like 9 o'clock at night, like some people might have just got the kids in bed and sit down and watch, or it might be 6 o'clock and they just got home from work.
Right.
So it's really hard to decide. I think 1:30 might be a good time because
so anybody in the chat or even in comments say like just type in real quick whether it's better afternoon or evenings. If we ever did one in the morning, I'd have to put on my Judy Jetson face.
I mean, like when we went on at 1:30, now out on the West Coast, that's what, 10:30, right? Yeah.
10:30, 11:30. Yeah.
10:30.
I lived in California. I should know this. That's,
So that might be actually a good time to stick with that kind of time frame because I think of people that have kids in school.
Right.
or they go to work, but then the people that are at work, they don't get to watch in the afternoon, but they can always watch the replay.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't join in on the chat and ask us.
I think, well, a lot of ladies in the group are, maybe I shouldn't say this, but they're closer to our age and maybe at home, retired or whatever, or no little ones at home. And they like it when it's nice and quiet in the home before either their hubby comes home or adult children come over. Like in my case, you don't know how thankful I am that everybody's staying away from my room, because I know I usually have people, in, out. I love my family, but privacy? Anyway.
You can put a do not disturb sign on your door and say doing a live stream.
I need to make one. Yes, I do. Because right before you got on, my daughter was downstairs with my granddaughter. They were yakking away and I had to keep saying, Taylor, shh, Taylor.
So nobody's commenting. Nobody's telling us what time.
No. Where is everyone?
We need your help.
Yeah. Oh, well. What were we discussing?
We're going to get off here in about 7 or 8 more minutes. So if anybody has any questions, let us know now.
I can smell my family was cooking lunch or something out there, and it's making me hungry.
Yeah, if you're watching the replay, you can put any questions in the comments, and also let us know what time works for you. Because if we get more people that say the evening is better, then we can swap over and do that.
Oh, yeah. Evening is fine with me. It doesn't matter. Anything except the early morning, because I need my Jane Jetson face.
And also, do weekends work better than weekdays? So that would do like the thing with the people that are working.
That's another one. Yeah.
If we did a Sunday afternoon like we did before.
That was Super Bowl Sunday. We get a lot of women.
We need to get Teresa on here too.
I know. I'll have to tell her.
So Mary Lou said it depends on the day, and Linda said afternoon. So Sundays or a weekday? That's another question. Sunday afternoon or weekday afternoon?
Yeah, Saturday probably isn't a really, really good day for most people. You're from California. Ooh, we're in California, Pat. I lived in Cypress, Buena Park area, Anaheim. I went to nursing school out there. Well, I've lived out, my in-laws all moved out there. They all live out there. And my husband and I moved out, right after we were married, then came back here, took over the family farm that my in-laws owned. And then we packed up in '89 and moved out. And I went to nursing school with 5 little ones. But, you couldn't beat they offered free 2 years of community college. And all I paid for was my units and my books. So that's where I got my nursing.
She said Anaheim.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So being a nurse, Spaceman Dudley on here, he had COVID and he was in the hospital for how many days, Spaceman Dudley?
Ooh.
I think
it varies so much.
It was like 18 days and he's still on oxygen and he's been out of the hospital for a long time.
Wow. See, that's amazing. Some people, it just, the effects of it are horrendous. Other people, it's nothing more than just a common cold or the flu,
I have 2 nieces that had it, and like neither one of them really had any bad symptoms at all. In fact, I know the one, she didn't even know she had it. They had to get tested for work or something, and it came back positive. So he's been in the hospital for 19 days.
Wow.
So Spaceman Dudley, I think I will get to meet you at Big Joe and Malia's if you go to their meetups. So Pat said it's 78 degrees there today.
Oh.
And I just sold weaver's cloths on my Etsy shop. So I do need to promote that too. My Etsy shop is Privies and Etsy.com. I have weaver's cloth for $8 a yard, and I've been selling a ton of it. And I also sell the punch needle, the Ultra Punch, and I have that for $26, and I include a 12-inch by 15-inch piece of weaver's cloth with it, so you can get started right away. And I do have some finished punch needle things in my Etsy shop. And I actually went in there last night to my Etsy shop, and I reduced a lot of prices on things that have been there for a while.
Oh, everybody loves a good sale.
Yeah, it doesn't even have them listed as sale prices. I just marked them down.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like some of them are from last Christmas or last spring, and I'd rather sell them than move them and keep them in a box.
Right. So, I hear you on that one.
I'm gonna stop, but that's what I got done. So, any questions or anything? Let's see. Spaceman Dudley said he had pneumonia growing up and carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah, I was going to ask him about that. My daughter had what they call wet lungs. Every time she would get bronchitis, it would turn into pneumonia. They tested her for cystic fibrosis. And I mean, I was there when they did all the testing and everything. And it's like a sweat test. They test the sodium chloride content in your body fluids and stuff. And it came back positive, but she kind of grew out of that. Now, as she's older, though, she does come down with bronchitis, but she never had it like a very severe case, and we've never had genetic testing. But I don't need to do that because I did have a cousin who passed away from cystic fibrosis, so I know that's somewhere in the family. But yeah, so if you have any kind of pre-existing condition, then it can have some real detrimental effects on your body.
Okay, I just posted my Etsy shop. You can see on my blank white walls here. It looks so empty.
At least your walls are white. I have so many grandkids here and everything, and it's just
now these
my spray bottle.
It's kind of like an antique white, like a cream color.
There you go. Bottle that.
All my decorations are stacked over there on the wall, over against the wall. Thanks, Pat. I appreciate you watching and commenting. Yeah, so everything is off the walls except the clocks. And it looks pretty bare and empty in here. And it could be 6 months before I move. I don't know when the next apartment will open up.
Oh, let's hope it's not.
I just want to be there by summer. I'm okay with not going right now. I'm fine with that. We're having some issues with my dog, and I don't know if we're going to have to let him go really soon. And he's 15, and
he's elderly.
He had 2 seizures in 2 days in a row. Thursday and Friday, both mornings, he had a seizure. So, hey, Roy and Becky. So, you know, the way they increased the medicine from twice a day to 3 times a day. So we're going to see. So far, it's helping. But he's got that, and he's got heart issues, and he's got lumps all over him. So
poor thing.
Don't know. But if that's going to happen, I'd rather it happen here because my son is here.
Yeah, you don't want something happening in the move during the move either.
No, well, it's just our vet is here and all that.
Yeah.
Teresa Kogut is here. We can't get off
now.
No, we have to stay on.
Hello,
hey, Teresa. So here's the dog that I'm talking about. Let me unplug. Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
There. So
good old boy.
Poor baby. Yeah, Teresa. It's sad. We've done some crying already. And, you know, it's kind of worse because if you know it's coming up and you're sad all ahead of time instead of just like, oh, this just happened and we have to put him down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it could be months from now, but it's like he sleeps in my bed, and every morning I wake up through the night. Is he okay? Is he all right?
And you're always waiting for the right time, but when is the right time?
Yeah.
I mean, who?
It has to be when like my son said, his quality of life. And my son's coming over Thursday, and we're gonna talk about it. But
so Teresa, Doreen, she does a lot of your patterns. Awesome.
Yeah, actually, I have Teresa Koget's patterns in my Etsy shop also.
Yes.
We have a lot of her patterns in there. Her patterns, I tried 3 different designers, and Teresa's sell the best in my Etsy shop.
There you go.
Yeah. So Teresa, let me show you what I'm working on. This is an Old Tattered Flag pattern, but this is what I'm doing. Get backwards.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm thinking it will look really good on like a stool, the top of a stool, like a footstool.
Yeah. Oh, what about the edging then? You'd have to go out, wouldn't you?
I don't think so. I think so Teresa,
no, because it wouldn't have to wrap around the whole top, right?
Is that using this scallop as the edge because the pattern calls for a straight line there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about doing this edging.
I love the scallop.
Backwards. Everything's backwards. Doing this is the edging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's huge, and I reduced it. I think this is 75%. So it was supposed to be even bigger than that. But I wanted it to fit in my frame. On a stool top, it would be okay with the scallop because the stool would be painted. So you'd have the painted wood around the border of it.
Yeah.
So I think it would be okay. I don't know. I can't, like it would get covered in dog hair if I put it down and actually use it. So, because he sheds really bad.
Oh, same here. My dog, we have an English Shepherd, not an English sheepdog, English Shepherd. They're similar to a Border Collie, or Australian Shepherd, but they're bigger than a Border Collie. And man, this dog, I find new dogs everywhere every day.
Sherry. Actually, I just did.
Hello, Fantastic Travels.
That is my friend Sherry from the RV community.
Okay.
I had one of Teresa's patterns right here. And I must have put it in the other room. Let me get that. I'll be right back. In fact, Robin, talk for a couple minutes because I have to go visit the other room for just a minute.
Oh, I can just tell people about my little doodle challenge again, maybe, I don't know if people weren't here.
Yeah, do that because you know what? We didn't actually explain the challenge. So go ahead and do that.
Well, what it is just to grab the freebie doodle that I offered. Well, the two freebie doodles that I offered. They're on my Facebook page. And just do it in any color you want, any size you want, any medium. Rug hooking, wool applique, punch needle, embroidery, cross stitch, whatever is your thing. And here's just an example of the two. This was the first one because I did a little poll and people said everyday flowers in a sampler. Well, I didn't go with sampler per se, but I just did a little ditty like this. And these are just colors I played around with in my program. I wouldn't necessarily do a rug or a mat like this. And then this is then the second choice. It seemed the majority people said, do a spring animal. So I just did a little, oh wait, I have to go back on this and move which way here. There we go. So I just did a little spring chick and little bit of a greenery motif and an oval. So anyway, and when you make it, post some pictures or send them to me. I'd love to post them on my social medias, Instagram or Facebook or even my blog. I like to just promote other people and their work, and I think it would be fun. What I was saying is back in the day, we used to have a more of a sense of community with the forums and the groups that we had. And that seems to be lost sometimes with the advent, with Facebook and Instagram coming along. No, have I done any fish designs? I did, but it was for a painting for my daughter's bathroom. that was all I've done. But so I thought it would be fun just to get a bunch of people together. And we used to have, when we had one of them was Prim and Rustic Forums. And then there was another girl on here that was on Prim Mart with me years ago. We would do challenges. We would do, I don't have a link for that, Mary Lou. What it is if you go on Facebook and find the post where I posted these designs, the line drawing, and then the colored one is, like I said, that was just for my fun. Just, either right click on it or hit the picture and save it to your phone or your computer, and then you can print it out, you can resize it, however you'd like. But there isn't really an actual link to it, is there, Doreen?
No, it's just up above in the comments. Let me post it again. I posted a link to Robin's Facebook page.
She's better with this. It takes me forever to go back and forth.
Let me see. Okay, that's the link to Robin's Facebook page. And you can go there and click on follow, and you'll see it on there. It's a public post, so anybody can see it. And you just right click it, save it to your computer, and then print it out.
Yeah, like I said, you can do punch needle, rug hooking.
Teresa asked if you have a hashtag for the project. Did you see that?
Oh, I did. On Instagram, I did a hashtag Bird in the Hand Primitives Challenge, just for the heck of it, if anybody wanted to post either progress pictures or
so I'm gonna type that in. So it's hashtag
Bird in the Hand Primitives Challenge.
And Primitives.
And it was always fun for me, man, we had some good times. I had ornaments. We used to have ornament swaps and you got this sense of community, and you don't really, that's kind of missing now, So I think it's fun when you get a group of people that like some similar things, that your style or even the variation, somebody hooks, somebody punches, somebody does embroidery, cross stitch. So yeah, thought it would be fun.
So I found this pattern.
Hi, Spaceman Dudley.
So I'm going to show you.
Oh, this lipstick. Remind me to not wear lipstick again.
This is Teresa Kogut pattern, Frosty. It's more green than it shows up in the picture. What I'm looking at. That. Anyway, on my computer, it doesn't look really green, but it's kind of greenish tint to it. And I outlined the snowman to make him show up better.
That's what you were punching on Super Bowl Sunday when we were live.
Yeah, and you can see it's kind of curled because I haven't steamed it yet.
Yeah.
So I do have a video about steaming. You can find that on my channel. And this is the last thing that I did. This is the uncounted cross stitch. You can see it's messy. It's not straight lines. It's all kind of wonky.
I like that. Remember, what's the word I used? Organic. It has an organic look to it.
Yeah, this is a Teresa what is it called?
Teresa's Primitive Treasures.
This is Primitive Treasures cross stitch pattern, and I did it. It's a regular cross stitch pattern that is in the Punch Needle Primitive Stitchers magazine from summer 2020. This is uncounted cross stitch. And I did a video just before this one. It's the last video before this that shows how I did it and explains it all, going backwards again. And it is Lori Brecklin has a Facebook group called the Uncounted Cross Stitch Group. And that's how I got started on this. I had done some years ago, but I didn't know that that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that I've been working on. And then I have some other ideas in my head, of course. It's very prim. Let me see if I can get back to this. Yeah, and I coffee stained it, and I think it's more prim because it's uncounted.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, Teresa, you don't have to follow a chart with this. You just draw. Look at the video that I posted. It's the last one before this, and it has that picture on the thumbnail. All you do is draw the outline, and then you
fill it in
with what Lori Brecklin calls wonky X's. They're wonky. Some are big, some are small. They're crooked. They're they're not a straight line. So let me show you. I'll be right back again. Let me show you something. Get that so I can show you.
Should I do a little dance? Hey, folks. Hi, Roy and Becky's Travels.
Okay, so I won't show the whole thing because of the copyright, but that's how I did it, Teresa. I took the cross stitch pattern and outlined the different sections, and then I just filled it in. You just fill it in with X's.
It's cute. Very cute.
I should have Teresa's background back here with like all her cool stuff that she made. But Teresa, I'm packed up to move. So my walls are just blank and empty, and it's pretty
We're
good.
all set, huh?
Hopefully when I move, like that's something I want to do. I want to set up a little area so that my backdrop is like creations or something, all things that I've made, something like that. But I'm not going to do anything like that here.
What do I have back behind me? Oh, I've got a couple things that I've done, but.
Oh, and Teresa, I did that in one night. Like, I think I started it in the afternoon and I finished it that night. It was started by copying the pattern out of the magazine. Then I stitched it all. Then I coffee stained it. And then I ironed it and put it on the horn book. And all that was done in one afternoon and evening. So it's super, super fast compared to.
That's what I need.
Compared to the regular cross stitch. And I did reduce it, I think, to 65%. Yeah. Yeah, I move every few years because I have family in North Carolina and I have family up here. My kids are up here. And my sister and my niece. I actually don't even see them that much, though. But my two boys are up here. So I come up here for a couple years and then I go back down there for a couple years. Yeah. Bye, Roy and Becky. Those are Roy and Becky are from the RV community also. Yeah, it's much more prim. So do you have anything else to talk about, Robin?
No, actually, I need to get to skedaddle here.
You need to go eat.
Yeah, my diabetes, Well, I remember we discussed me doing the whole keto diet and the weight I've lost and how it's under control now, But still, to be whatever time, 2:44, and I haven't eaten anything, yeah. I don't want my sugar to go low because I do still take one medication. So, anyways.
Yeah, so on Super Bowl Sunday, I had some little Reese's peanut butter cups here, but I'm out of them. I don't have any more.
Yeah, I ate all my keto ones too, my sugar-free white chocolate peanut butter cups from Chalk Zero. They were good.
All right, guys. Again, if you're watching the replay, please leave any questions or comments below here on YouTube in the comments, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for inviting me, Doreen, and thank you everybody that came and said hello and chatted and just watched and lurked in the background. I was
And
a
let us
little-
know. Let us know if a Sunday afternoon is better or if a weekday is better. Which one works best for you? Because we're pretty open. Thank you for coming, Teresa.
Bye, Teresa. Bye, everybody. I don't know. I
right.
can't see the
See
list.
y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.